welcome Mrs. Ofra Konikov, who has arrived from Israel to visit us for this meeting.
The IDF, the Israeli army, is not only protecting Israel, he's protecting Am Yisrael, Klal Yisrael. Because while doing it, we are actually creating a safety net for all of us. You have to understand, bone marrow is one thing that money cannot buy. You can be the richest, you can be the poorest. Once you need the bone marrow and it's not in the registry, you are exactly at the same spot.
And that's part of the work that this bone marrow registry is doing, to be able to gather all that data, all the DNAs and all the genetic information, to be able to put a donor to the recipient to save life.
In 2010, the thing I feared the most happened. I transformed to an aggressive type of cancer. I knew now that there was no time, and I needed a donor, and I needed fast. The first thing to do was to check and see if one of my 6 siblings could be a match. Unfortunately, none were. While I was going through aggressive therapies to get into remission to be able to do the bone marrow transplant, I've trusted Ezer Mizion to do their part in finding me a perfect donor, and they did. At the time, she was 18 years old and probably just enlisted in the Israeli army. For me, Ezer Mizion is such an important organization that I couldn't do without. So I want to thank you so much for saving my life and the life of so many others. And I want to thank all of you for being in tonight and hearing my story and supporting this beautiful organization. Thank you.
Have you ever heard of the name Liz Oknin? Okay. Liz Oknin is the donor and the person who gave you this stem cell. And she's here tonight from Israel to meet you.
נתן לך את הלילה והיום, אהבה, תקווה וחלום, קיץ, חורף, סתיו, אביב, נשמה.
You're watching a beautiful story, and I can tell you that, as a doctor who deals with cancer, this is the most powerful scene that I've ever seen. And God be with you.
This beautiful person that's standing in front of me, 100 days post-transplant, the blood that was flowing in my veins was 100% of her blood. My blood type was A negative, and I became to be O negative. Thank you so much.
This is a life insurance. It's the same as we all buy life insurance. We buy it, God forbid, if we ever need it. That's what it is. It's an insurance program for us that we ever need it, it's available to help us.
First of all, let's acknowledge Manny Malikan for just bringing so many people together. What a great job he does. What a great person. Thank you, Manny. What do most people do when they are asked to save the world? They do nothing. It's too hard. But if you only had to save one person, it's not so bad. So 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 eventually adds up to 1 million. And so a young soldier in Israel joined the army like she has to do, and she did what was expected of her, and she took a swab. And she had no idea, but she just showed up that day, and somehow she saved a life. And so what we learn is that we can save the world, one person at a time.